money out. I'm betting on you, bro.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
we'll shout him out.
We'll shout him out.
He was kind of disappointed because he was like, "Man, he's not gonna be the underdog anymore. I can't bet for him now. I can't make big money."
Yeah. I'm trying to get a big name fight, bro. I'm trying to get paid, bro. I think I could beat. So,
Yeah, we'll get into it
you
right
know,
now.
I'll be the underdog against them. I'm sure.
All right.
Against the Ropes podcast.
Against the ropes, number one. Ali won't extend himself while out against the ropes, but Ali still tries. Against the ropes. All right, Mayweather back into the ropes. He's in trouble now as the market falling once again. Cassius in the half time to go to work. Against the ropes. All right.
Live, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Against the Ropes podcast here. Gio Garcia alongside Christian Mosqueda. Welcome back, man. We have a special guest in the building joining us, Chris.
Yeah, very special guest. I'm gonna go ahead and call it now. He is in line for Fighter of the Year. You said it best, Gio. You said it best. He has had an amazing 2020, a 2020 that's been very, very tough for a lot of people. And yeah, we'd like to welcome Mr. Cassius Clay Collar.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Happy to have you here, man. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah, man. Thank you for taking the time. I know you had a busy schedule, big fights. We talked about how is boxing gonna come back, and man, you are a big part of bringing boxing back. And so yeah, we are delighted to have you here on our show, and man, let's get it going.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah, man. I'm excited to be here. So,
So, 2020, 4-0, right? If I'm not mistaken, you defeated 3 undefeated prospects, and then you just got a stoppage in your last fight. You fought twice on ESPN. Can you describe what 2020 has been for you, like career-wise, Clay?
man, I'm just. I've been working at this for so long, you know. I mean, I've been in combat sports since I was 6 years old. So, you know, I think I'm finally getting the credit I deserve a little bit, you know, with this coming year. So, yeah, I'm super stoked, getting more fans and getting publicity, and you know, I'm enjoying every minute of it. So.
Yeah, you've already been dubbed by a lot of people as the prospect destroyer. How do you feel about that? Getting that moniker?
It's cool, man. You know, I think I'm a top prospect, and I've always believed that. So, yeah, I believed I was going to beat him the whole time, and I did. So, yeah, it's exciting, man. I'm just excited.
Yeah, a lot of your opponents, all of your opponents have winning records. It's a lot of people, when people talk about boxing and getting into the game, it's kind of tailored, and they pick and choose. Your career has been, you're in there with guys that are, have been picked to beat you. You've gone on Topic and said some of the things that have brought you success. Can you enumerate some of the things that have brought you success?
Well, my coach Ryan Alt, he's been a big part of
Your
this
career has
journey. with me. Other than that, it's just hard work and dedication, man. I work hard every day. I show up every day, and I put the time in. So, other than that, man, that's really all it's took so far.
So you always believed that you would get to this point where you would be beating, guys who are undefeated, maybe favorites against you. You always believed that you belonged in the ring and that you were going to win.
Yeah, I mean they're locked in that ring with me. You know what I'm saying? I like to have that mindset. So I'm a dangerous dude and fighting anybody. I hit hard. I'm pretty quick and I'm tough as hell. So there wasn't a doubt in my mind that I was gonna rise to the occasion and beat those guys.
So before we take it way back, we know you got your beginnings in MMA. Like we say, you took down 3 undefeated fighters this year, and your last victory was impressive there on ESPN Top Rank. But can you describe the mind state a little bit? Did it differ at all amid this whole pandemic? You're the underdog, you're fighting in an empty arena. Did that kind of change your mind state at all, or you're always locked in and ready to go?
Yeah, no, I mean, when it comes time to fight, you just got to hit that switch. Some people can, some people can't, I've been doing this a long time, so I know when it's time to fight, and I hit that switch and I'm ready to go. So
nice. One of the fights that brought you a lot of attention was the Raymond Guajardo fight. Let's go back to that fight, first round. He came straight at you. Sometimes when we see the undefeated fighters, the young prospects, they come straight at the fighter. It shows a little bit lack of respect, lack of experience. Were you ever at any time, nervous, or did that throw you off a little bit? Him coming straight at you?
Honestly, I thought he was going to try to box me a little more, stick and move, kind of play that game. And when he came at me, it was like I was almost thanking him, because that's how I like to fight, man. I'm in your face. So if you're going to try to get in my face, it's go time, So, I mean, it kind of caught me off guard a little bit, because he came out. I think he threw like 2 lead hooks right off the bat. And I was just like, oh, shit, like he's coming at me, Yeah. So, but it was just recognizing that and just, sticking to my plan, sticking to my guns, and, got the win. So
yeah, they called that round candidate also for round of the year. It was that much of a round where you knocked him down twice. He got you on a counter, dropped you. Take me through that moment where he drops you. What do you do to compose yourself, or how do you stay composed in moments like those?
Man, I got too excited. I thought I had him on the ropes. He was hurt. I dropped him twice. I knew he was beat up, and I just kind of came rushing in, and he caught me, and I kind of fell back on my heels and kind of like tripped backwards and fell. And in the back of my mind, I was like, oh man, coach is gonna be pissed that I let him hit me with that shit, So yeah. I'm like, I was just worried about my coach yelling at me, man. So I wasn't really, I was just get up. I wasn't really hurt or anything like that. It was more of like, oh man, I like fell down,
Yeah.
So, I was just get up, and then my coach was like, tighten up, slow down, like you've already got him beat, just beat him now, So it was just, if anything, it calmed me down a little bit, so I wasn't so excited and rushing in. So.
Do you take the time to try to get your legs back when that happens, or how hurt were you in that moment?
Man, he caught me with the punch, but it was me like tripping back and my heels catching into the canvas, and that's why I fell.
Okay.
It wasn't the punch like knocked me, like it didn't flash me or nothing. Like I was still there the whole time. It was more of me like tripping down with the hit, So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I got up and it was like, oh man, coach is gonna be pissed, and then I hear him yell, "Slow down," So I'm like, okay, gotta like compose myself a little bit, but I mean, I was fine.
So let's go back to the nickname Cassius.
Yeah,
man, you took on on one of the biggest, I would say, names in boxing, right? Cassius Clay. Um, how did that nickname come about, and do you feel any extra pressure having the name Cassius Clay?
Man, so the whole nickname, I had another nickname, and it was Blackout. And that, my boss gave me that because my very first MMA fight, I knocked the kid out in 12 seconds. And he's like, man, you just blacked that dude out. And so he started calling me Blackout. So I used that for a little while. And then I got with another promotion, and the promoter's man was just like, man, I don't like your nickname. And I'm like, well, he's like, you got to change your nickname. And I'm like, well, no, I like my nickname. And he just kept hounding me to change my nickname. And I'm like, there's only one other nickname I'll give myself. And he's like, well, you know, it fits you because you talk a lot of crap. So back in the day, I used to have a mouth on me. But so he, I was like, there's only one other nickname, you know, I'll take, and that's Cassius because my name's Clay. So that's kind of how that happened.
Do you feel any extra pressure having that name? Anybody like talk to you negative, like, man, why are you calling yourself Cassius Clay or anything like that?
I don't really think anything of it, man. It's just a nickname, dude. It could be the Roman Cassius, you know. Yeah. There's a Roman Cassius that plotted to overthrow Cesar. I think he got his head chopped off. But yeah, you know, it could be either or. I don't know. It's just I'm a boxer, bro. I'm a fighter. Like, my name's Clay. Why wouldn't I pick that name? You know, he's one of the greatest. I want to be one of the greatest. So it's like, let's go.
Well, you definitely pay attention, right? When you hear it on the screen, Chris.
Yeah.
When say Cassius Clay is coming up, you're like, wait, what? We're like, what? All right, I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a talking point, you know.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. Yeah.
Do you still watch film on Muhammad Ali? Are there any fight in
All the
particular that you take from?
Man, I was just watching him fight Smoking Joe on Top Rank. They were playing it actually right before the fight the other day. Right before I fought, and so I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna watch this," you know. So, but yeah, no, I just like the way he moves.
The way he talks.
You know, I like his mindset. Yeah, I like, you know, there's a quote he said. You know, you sacrifice today so you live the rest of your life a champion. You know, and I live by that. So,
man,
nice. Is there an aspect of his game that you incorporate in your game? Like, if there's something like he is this and I'm this and this is why I'm gonna have success, is there an aspect?
Like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
yeah, man, I got that tatted on me. So, like a butterfly, sting like a bee, man. So,
that's dope.
Yeah, no, I just dig him, dude. It's just I'm gonna fight like me, you know. Yeah. I'm my own person, so I'm gonna fight like I like to fight. But
yeah, is he your favorite?
Yeah, no, he's a great role model, somebody to look up to, you know.
Definitely. Is he your favorite, or do you have anybody else who maybe should have him on your list?
You know, I like Roy Jones.
Oh, get into that.
I like old school dude named Willie Pep.
Okay, Willie Pep is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I like the way he moves too. So.
Yeah, Willie Pep, little guy, but
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't he have the record for most wins?
Guys.
Is that him or?
I think so. Willie Pep. Yeah.
You mentioned Roy Jones Jr. Might as well ask you about it. Roy Jones Jr. against Mike Tyson, exhibition match, September 12th in LA. They're saying pay-per-view. What do you think about that?
I think it's cool, man. I mean, there's dudes at their age that can barely walk, and I mean, they're getting in there and going to throw it down. So I think it's awesome. You know, it's definitely going to sell some tickets. So. And I mean, who doesn't want to see Mike Tyson fight? That dude's a killer. So, and Roy Jones too, man. So I think it'll be fun. I mean,
so you're buying you're buying the pay-per-view.
We'll see.
It's like my buddies help chip in. Yeah, maybe.
I gotta get paid again first, man. Right? Shit's expensive. They're not paying me enough yet, bro. I got bills.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If they ask you to be on that exhibition card, would you be on it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Without a doubt.
I'll fight whenever, bro. Sign me up.
What about if they ask you to fight like a celebrity or something like that? Because I think they mentioned that Nate Robinson, the former basketball player, was gonna fight one of the YouTube Paul brothers. What did they ask you to fight?
That's stupid, bro. That's stupid. That Paul dude's stupid. He'll get beat up. They both suck. Like, I don't want to watch that shit. I want to watch a real fight. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are posers, bro. Bring a bad name to the sport, in my opinion.
Yeah. What do you think about the fact that they're like I think the both of the brothers
They
fought-
make more
Yes.
money than me doing it, bro. That's stupid, dude. It's just stupid. Like, you guys aren't even real fighters. You're making like, I'll fight Jake Paul. Let's go. I'll knock that dude out in the first round, bro. Like, that's just stupid, bro.
I'm tagging him in this video.
Yeah, I think
man.
we can market this. Yeah, a good point that one of the broadcasters brought up is that you're making a name for yourself and you're making MMA look good. How do you feel about that? You know, an MMA fighter making the crossover to boxing and having, you know, success. Yes. How do you feel about those comments?
You know, there's not a lot of MMA fighters that can. I grew up boxing. I've been boxing since I was 11 years old. I have a bunch of amateur fights. I traveled all over the United States to all the different tournaments, and I just, you know, I went down to silver gloves, man, and I have it on film. The guy doesn't even hit me, misses me with a punch, and the ref jumped in and gave me an 8 count.
What?
And I'm like, what? Yeah. And I'm beating him up. I come back to the corner after the first round. My dad's like, that was a great round. I don't know what the 8 counts are about. And the ref waved off the fight and I lost. And I'm like, I was winning. So I had the whole amateur boxing, now I'm being the like one of the only white kids around, you know, traveling around. They just didn't ever give me no time of day. So that's, you know, and I wrestled. So that's why I went into MMA, you know. It's because I was a wrestler. I was a boxer. I was like, if I can box the wrestlers and wrestle the boxers, like, ain't nobody gonna beat me, right? So,
you know, Chris, before
you know, I was decent at both. So, that's kind of how, but you know, there's not a lot of MMA fighters that can do what I'm doing. There's been a lot that have tried and just don't really go far. So
yeah, before we get into that, because that's pretty interesting, but we had Kelly Pavlik on this show a while ago, and we asked him about that. We asked him how was it being an American of European descent in boxing, right? Because you guys aren't always represented in boxing. There aren't many champions nowadays that I can think of. Caleb Plant, maybe. But he said he had even a tough time, even when he was a champion, because they didn't always want to give him opportunities there at HBO. Have you encountered any problems as of now in your boxing career? Obviously, you mentioned that specific incident in the amateurs, but in professional boxing, have you encountered any problems?
No. I mean, I've showed up and I've won decisively most of my fights. There's been a couple where I thought I won and I got a draw, or I thought I won and it was a split decision, and I'm like, man, I beat that guy down. So I think, you know, but then again, I'm going to their hometown and fighting their hometown guys, and they're, you know, they're number one guys, and I'm beating them. So there's been a little bit of stuff like that, but nothing too bad.
Why do you think that, let's say, foreign fighters a lot of times are perhaps more marketable or more marketed here in the United States?
I have no idea, man. It blows my mind. I don't see why.
Yeah. So you're campaigning in the super middleweight division. You look very trim in your last fight. I'm assuming it's because you're staying fit. You know,
4 fights in the first half of the year.
Yeah, you're just staying in the gym. Do you feel like you want to stay at super middle? Do you want to drop down to middle? What are your?
I fight MMA wise. I fight at 155, and I'm making my way down to 154 for boxing. It's just hard to find fights there. So.
Okay.
Going back to MMA, so you began your professional career in MMA, correct?
Yes, sir.
As a fighter. What kind of made you switch over to boxing? I think you mentioned that you also wanted to go back to MMA, right?
Yeah, so I'm still signed, so I am definitely
okay.
going back to MMA. I'm signed with the Professional Fighters League, and it's a tournament for $1 million. So I'm planning on going in there and winning that. But my coach, it was first off is kind of hard getting me MMA fights because I was ex-UFC. They either wanted me to fight some nobody and not pay me, or fight some big name and not really pay me. And I'm like I feel like I deserve more than that, So he's like, man, let's just start boxing. It'll help your MMA game all around. I think you need to work on your boxing anyway. And yeah, we just kind of took a run at it. So
Yeah, now that you went back to boxing, how do you feel confidence wise? Say you were given an MMA fight, do you feel more confident going back into MMA? Exhibiting your boxing skills.
definitely, the whole time I've never stopped working on MMA. Just recently I've started focusing a little more on boxing because I'm getting more boxing matches, and the PFL season got canceled this year. So, but I've been training both. But yeah, I'm ready to go, man. I think the boxing has helped me a lot. I got more tools. My range is different. I'm hitting harder. So I'm excited for the MMA season coming up. So.
Yeah, that's something that I noticed from your box rec. As I was going through your record, I just see more and more knockouts in your later fights. How does that make you feel? Like like getting more and more knockouts. What does that do for your self-esteem, for your confidence, and for your career moving forward?
I mean, I'm just starting to figure out, what I'm capable of boxing. I'm starting to figure out how to box again. So, of course, when you're knocking people out, your confidence goes up. But that has a lot to do with my coach and him putting the time and the work in with me, making me stronger, and working on my techniques. So, sitting down on my punches and stuff like that.
Yeah, what would you say are some of the biggest differences between being in the MMA cage and in the boxing ring?
The grappling and submissions and kicks and knees and elbows. I mean, there's a lot. I like to use my boxing to win fights, period, whether it's an MMA fight or a mixed martial arts fight. I use my boxing. So, or MMA or boxing, like I'm going to use my hands, but I mean, you definitely got more to worry about. I got to watch for takedowns. I got to watch for head kicks to my legs. But it's just, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of differences there. It's just implementing your game plan. Doing, like I said, they're locked in that cage with me, man. So I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I ain't worried about nothing else.
Yeah. Is the money different too?
Yeah, man. So I make a little more doing mixed martial arts just because I have a bigger record and a bigger name. So with PFL, I'm going to be making a little more money than I have been. My money's definitely gone up in boxing, which I'm very thankful for. But boxing does the show, this is what you get paid. And MMA does they'll pay you like, okay, we'll pay this to show and this much more to win, So it's a little goofy. I mean, we're in there regardless. I think we should get paid one set payment for MMA too, instead of the whole show money, win money thing. But I mean, you can definitely make more money in boxing, obviously. I mean, all the biggest athletes are in boxing, so but for me and where I'm at right now in my career, I'll make a little more doing mixed martial arts. And if I win that $1 million, then I'm excited about that too. When I win.
Nice.
Talking about millions, he kind of looks like Canelo, doesn't he?
Right.
A little bit.
Right? I've heard that. People talk about that.
That's funny. Yeah, Clay, so you've been on Golden Boy cards. You've actually been on a Canelo, Kovalev undercard. You've been on Top Rank cards. How does that work with your MMA contract? Can you sign simultaneously with the boxing promotion company?
So right now I'm just doing one fight deals, man. There's been talk about trying to do some sort of signing until the PFL season starts with Top Rank. I don't know. I let my coach handle all that. I just show up and fight, man. So, yeah, I'm excited for the MMA season, and I got a chance to make some money, and I'm boxing to survive to get there. With all COVID and everything going on, like that's all mine and coach's income is from us fighting. So, that's how we live. So, with all COVID stuff, like we were hurting there for a minute, and so, we reached out to PFL, and they were kind enough to let us do a little boxing, and I really appreciate them for that. So
nice. What are some names in and around your division that that you would want to test your skills against?
Boxing wise, or
boxing wise.
Let's go, man. Call them out.
Call them out.
All of them. Whoever's. Who's that? Edgar Berlanga. He's like 168. He's a little bigger than me, but he's got like all first round knockouts. Like, let's go, bro. I'll fight him.
14-0, 14 first round knockouts.
Bro. I don't care.
Ooh, man. They do call you the prospect destroyer.
I ain't never been knocked out to the head. I got stopped with body shots once, but that guy I was fighting at 75, I believe, and that's just too big for me, Mm-hmm. And I didn't fight good that fight anyway. But no, I'll fight whoever, bro. I don't really pay attention to the big names. It's just Edgar was on just recently. That's how I know him. But I'll fight anybody, bro. I'll fight anybody if the money's right, bro.
Honestly, you could market that.
You pay me enough money, I'll fight Canelo tomorrow, bro.
Let's go.
So for example, Billy Joe Saunders, who said he didn't have enough time to prepare, this and that. If they call you right now and say, "Hey, let's fight next week," you'll take it. Canelo.
I stay ready, bro. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Nice.
Well, what's his record? Who's he fought? Probably nobody's. He's probably knocking out a bunch of fish like everybody else, bro. So, I'm ready, bro. Let's go. Let's fight, bro. That's what I do.
Nice.
Go.
I ain't scared, homie. Somebody called me out.
Oh,
okay. Oh, man. Somebody called me out on Instagram. I'm like, bro, there's an easier fight up the block. Protect your O a little longer, bro.
Man.
He's like, let's see if he says something like, let's see if the prospect killer is real, if you can live up to the name. I'm like, bro. He's just mad because I'm getting fans, bro, and he's not.
We see that you're a pretty marketable guy, man.
Yeah.
I've seen some of your Instagram posts. You have a good personality. Obviously, in the ring, you're backing it up. You've been making a lot of noise, especially this year. How important is that to you? You say you take a lot of it from Cassius Clay, right, Muhammad Ali, but how important is that to you to be able to market yourself and make some noise?
Man, that's how you get paid, bro. And this is the career I chose. So, I like to think I'm a pretty cool guy. I like to, I'm friendly and kind if you're cool to me. But if you're gonna talk crap, I'm gonna talk crap back. So, I try. I hope fans like me. That's. I get in there and freaking give it my all every time, regardless. So that's what I think is important. But I think I'm pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but
I think I'm pretty cool too. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you this, because I find a lot of boxers just boring, dude. Because I grew up watching a lot of these guys, Nasim Hamed, these showmen, El Maromero Paez. I don't know if you're familiar with him, Clay.
Yeah.
He literally, I think he's in circus stuff now, right?
Yeah,
in circus business, a Mexican fighter. He was very, very entertaining. But for example, today I find a lot of these guys just kind of boring. They knock dudes out, but after you kind of don't hear about them, or they have a post-fight interview that doesn't resonate with anybody. So man, it's kind of refreshing to see someone like you. I find you pretty entertaining and good personality, and you have a cool nickname as well. So I think you're doing a great job.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I I keep trying to get them to let me do some shout outs and stuff out there after the fight, the post fight interview,
Oh,
but they
man.
get right to business and kick me out of there, man. I'm like, they didn't ask the guy. So I'm like, and I don't want to just start blurting stuff out and, make Top Rank mad. So
just take the mic from Bernardo and
I know, huh? Just walk up, snag it out of his hand.
just cough a little bit like man.
Yeah, I think sometimes they got to go to commercial breaks and stuff, so they don't give some guys the opportunity and others they do. So I don't know. Hopefully we see you back though at Top Rank. I don't know. Do you have any news on when you'll be back anytime soon? Like we said, 4 fights in the first half of the year.
We're hoping next month, man. So
nice. Next month.
Yeah, you can see Cassius back in action.
Hey.
Man. Now honestly, it's been some. I go back and I check out your highlights, and I'm just like, man, like this is the guy that they just keep talking about, and he keeps, they say surprising, but again, you kind of already know what you're capable of, and you do have a wealth of experience. You're still very young, 27 years old. You're still coming onto your prime. Well, how do you see your career in the next 2 to 3 years in boxing?
Well, first I'm gonna go win that $1 million.
Hey, that's what's up.
And then if I win it though, they might keep me around for a few years.
Okay.
And then
that's an MMA, right?
I just want to fight. I want to fight somebody that's like, you know what I'm saying? I want to fight somebody that's big, bro. I want to prove myself. A lot of people, they are overlooking me. Oh, he's an MMA guy. Yeah, he's beat these guys. But if he gets in there with a real pro, we're all real pros, man. We're all in there fighting. I want to fight somebody worth it, man. I want to fight somebody that's gonna freaking make me a little money, so I can give some to my kids and shit. Like when I have kids. So I just want to get as big as I can get fighting because I love fighting, man. I'm passionate about it. It's something that I love. It's helped me so much in life, overcome so many problems in my life, and so it's my dream, and I'm gonna keep chasing it regardless. And so I hope, I'm trying to fight the toughest motherfuckers out there. So.
Nice.
We can tell you like to fight because you've already fought 4 times in the first 6 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 year, what was it? 2018, where you fought 3 times in 1 month for boxing?
Yeah, man. I think that was
That's
last year,
insane.
2019, bro.
That is insane.
Yeah. And I joke with Gio. Like,
I'm not getting beat up, bro. I barely even got a black eye. Like, why would I not fight again? I feel good. Like, let's go.
3 times in 1 month.
and I tell Gio, like, that's only one job. You also had some fights in MMA in 2017, 2018, right? So it's like you're fighting everywhere, all the time.
All right, Tim, man, let's go. That's what I do.
You know what? Before the show started, we were talking about your tattoos a little bit.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yes, I noticed.
Yeah.
I noticed your Mortal Kombat tattoo.
It's not done yet.
Look at
I'm
that.
gonna blend it all into the background and stuff.
Yeah. Do you come out to Mortal Kombat music? Because man, I still watch.
That'd be cool, huh?
That'd be cool, yeah.
No, I haven't. I just kind of pick random songs, man. I don't really have a theme song or anything like that. It's just whatever I'm feeling that day. I'm like, whatever I can think of when they ask me, what do you want to walk out to?
Nice. Wait, so is Raiden your favorite character from MK?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Earthrealm, man.
Yeah, nice.
All day.
The
The reason I love Mortal Kombat, I'll tell you guys right now, is if it were real, they'd be calling me. They'd be like, oh, you gotta come fight for Earthrealm. You got Raiden's gonna show up. I'm gonna have to go throw it down for Earth. You know what I'm saying?
So you're like the real Johnny Cage without all the
Yeah, I'm more like Liu Kang.
Okay.
Except for I'm not Asian. Johnny, I'm not gonna hit nobody in the balls, bro. Like Johnny Cage hitting people in the balls. It's just not my style. No, I got some pretty cool ones. I got I don't know if you know Avatar: The Last Airbender. I got that one.
Okay.
Got that one back here. So
Nice.
yeah,
Which is the next
I don't
tattoo that you're thinking of getting?
So I'm gonna add to this.
Okay.
That's Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna get the Ghost Army behind that.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna add to my Mortal Kombat. I'm getting Sub-Zero on my
Ooh,
biceps. So.
for sure. Man, freezing them up.
Yeah, hopefully I'm covered here pretty quick. That's my plan. So.
Yeah, I think isn't there a Mortal Kombat movie coming out sometime next year or this year?
That'd be cool. They need to remake it. I know there's a new like cartoon one that's like Scorpion's Revenge.
Okay,
It's pretty cool. I watched that one. So
man, we gotta get you.
I haven't even bought the new game yet, man. I still have the old game. I'll have to go to Walmart after this, go snag that game up.
Have you ever thought about because I was gonna joke right now that we're gonna connect you with Stallone. Like, you ever thought about life after fighting? You know, career wise, would you ever do acting? Would you?
You know, I've thought about it, bro. I did like a theater class in high school, and I love that, bro. So I would love to get into acting, bro. It's just, I gotta make a name for myself a little bit first, so people will actually take me serious. So that's the whole why I'm fighting. But yeah, man, I'd love to do acting, man. I think I'd be a sweet Mortal Kombat in the new movie. You know?
Nice. I would watch. Definitely, I would definitely watch. Man.
Telling you,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
When they do that Canelo biopic, they better call you.
For real.
Yeah.
I'll be his stunt double.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they dub you the prospect destroyer, but I mean, I can clearly tell that you want to get in there with the big names, and you want to get those big fights. You've been in there with Max Holloway. How was that experience fighting him in the MMA?
Man, I was kind of going through some personal stuff and not really training. Like, I mean, I was out on a lake. I just got married, and I was out on a lake drinking beers when they called me.
Wow.
I'd been out of the gym for like a couple months, and it was an opportunity, and I just jumped on it. So my whole UFC career, man, I'm glad I did it, you know, and it's helped me a lot. But they didn't get the best clay. The best clay's right now.
There you go.
I think if I fought Max again, I'd put it on him, and that's just. I'm being as serious as I can when I say that, you know, like, if I fought the clay that he fought, I'd knock him out, you know, in the first round. So, it was a good experience, you know, but I felt like I was getting him in the first round. I gassed out, you know, I wasn't in the gym. I wasn't half as strong as I am now. I wasn't on a good weight. I wasn't lifting. I didn't have the right coaching really. So, you know, I just, yeah, man, I'd love to fight him again. Let's go.
Nice. How important is family, friend support to you outside of the ring play?
Huge, man. I got my little brother living with me. We're trying to turn him pro. So, he's getting ready. Boxing, MMA, it don't matter. He's like 6'1". He'll probably fight at 135, 145. So, pretty tough kid. So, you know, my family supported me my whole life with everything. And then I keep my circle small because, you know, I started getting a little bit of fame in the UFC and stuff, and all the wannabe friends, you know, all these fake friends started coming out of the woodwork. So I keep my circle real small and tight, and you know,
you get random cousins. You get random cousins from New York, from LA, from.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I've had people reach out and stuff, but I'm a small town kid, bro. I grew up in a town without a street light, so yeah, it's. I just stick with my crew, man. I'm gonna do my thing, and I ain't really worried about anybody else. So.
Nice. Yeah. I got a question. If you could get sponsored by anybody or any company, what company would you like to get sponsored by if you had to choose?
Man, I don't know. Whoever's gonna pay me the most to sponsor me.
Okay.
No, man. I mean, I'd rep whoever did. I like all sorts of stuff. So I don't know. I like Ruka. That'd be cool.
Wait, what is that? For those that don't know.
It's just a clothing brand.
Okay.
I think they started making fight shorts too. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I think it'd be cool to be sponsored by like. I mean, Rival's been hooking me up with some stuff. So
dope.
shout out to Rival Boxing, man. That's why I look so flashy in my last fight. My new get up, dude. I'm wearing the same old busted shorts. So.
Do you have
Yeah,
any? Do you have any of your boxing trunks on you around?
yeah, man. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, let's see them. Let's see them.
All right, let's see.
While you're looking for that, Clay, you mentioned your brother is going to start fighting. What if you have kids and they wanted to fight? Would you encourage that? Help them out a little bit?
You know, I'm gonna teach them how to fight, and if that's something they want to do, I'm gonna support them in whatever they do. You know, so if they want to do that, at least I know the ropes a little bit, and they're not just winging it like I have been for so long. You know, that's how I got with Coach. But
Dope.
Nice.
You know what? Let me send a huge shout out right now, Chris, while Clay's looking for the trunks. I want to send a big shout out to Puro Golpe, purogolpe.com. Check them out at Puro Golpe on Instagram. We'll shout them out at the end too. But here we go. The rival shorts, the trunks here.
boom,
Hey,
looking flashy,
Look
huh?
at that.
Collar.
It's my high school colors, black and gold, man. So
Okay.
Dope.
that's what I'm sticking with.
Nice. Yeah, you can never go wrong with black and gold. Good
Yeah.
colors, man.
You get any random chicks from high school trying to hit you up?
Man, nah, not really.
You can tell us off air. Don't worry. It's cool. Next question.
Yeah, man, I mean, it definitely helps being on TV, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, I keep my circle small, dude. They're trouble, bro. Girls are trouble.
Yeah. You say you're married, right?
I was.
Oh, you were. Okay. What advice do you have for that when it comes to marriage?
Yeah, my friend Chris, I think is trying to get married.
Okay.
Right? Is that what you're asking, or
no,
are you asking for a friend?
I'm probably never get married to you, man, ever. So.
It's a lot of work, huh?
It's gonna take a real cool girl to
Yeah, we
get me locked down, bro.
Yeah. We seen a fight card I think last year, right, Gio, where this fighter was fighting on one of the undercards.
I think
lost.
it was a Caleb Plant card here at the
Plant card.
Microsoft Theater.
Yeah. He lost, but his girl was right there, and he proposed to her right there.
In the ring.
Right there after a loss.
Yeah.
My brother was gonna do that. My older brother's married. He was gonna propose in the cage. He only fought a couple times, but he was gonna do that, and he lost, so he didn't. He's like, I'm gonna wait. He's like, if I win, I'm gonna do it.
But we were saying, hey, she's a keeper. Like, she really loves him because he just he just got knocked out, and she was still happy to say yes. So, hey.
So he didn't really take an L that night.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Man.
All right, we go for about 5 to 10 more minutes, Chris.
Yeah.
I think Chris has to go to work, huh?
Yeah, in a little bit.
Tell him you're going to be late.
Man. I'm like, you know what? We were interviewing the fighter of the year, so y'all can wait a little bit.
Yeah, we'll definitely get you back on, man.
Yeah, I like that, man. You guys are cool.
Thanks a lot.
Some interviews are boring, man. I'm like, dude, you're just asking me like the dumbest questions. I'm like,
for real.
Yeah, there's no personality to them or anything like that. I just can't, man.
Yeah. You gotta just take the mic from them. Just let me do the interview.
Yeah, for real. Like just so monotone. Like, oh yeah. So what about this? What about this? And I like, dude, like talk to me. Don't just like ask me questions.
Yeah, that's what I like to tell people. I don't like calling it really an interview. It's more just about
so
more a
let's
combo,
have a conversation,
conversation.
instead of just
Man. So do you see yourself being this active next year, Clay?
So hopefully I'm signed with that tournament and everything works out because the whole COVID thing. So I'd like that to work, and then then I'm booked out for the year. They line everything up for the whole year, and I think I'll fight like 8 times. So
dang. What is the first thing you're doing when you cash in that $1 million?
buying a house and sending my mom some money.
Hey, yeah, I saw after the fight you shouted out your mom, right? But
Yeah, man, I love my mama, dude. She's a good girl, so she's got my back. So
Nice.
What is something like stupid that you would buy that you know is stupid, but you would still buy it?
Yeah. Everything, bro. I'm bad at spending money,
I like
bro.
that answer.
Money, bro. I want to get like a boat.
Okay.
I grew up boating. I need a new snowboard. Coach won't let me snowboard till after I'm done fighting, but definitely gonna give me a good
Smart man.
snowboard. Bro.
Smart man.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, when you get that boat, you send us that invite.
Heck yeah, man! We come jump on the river, man. We'll go freaking have a good time.
We've been wanting to go to Idaho for a minute now.
Go fishing.
Yeah.
We live right on the Snake River. It's cool, man. The gym I train at and work at, they got a boat, and we always go out and paddleboard, and they have one of the fastest freaking jet skis I've ever been on. So it's a good time, man. Shout out Elite Fitness.
Hey, shout out to them.
Hey.
It's crazy, dude, because we feel like we've traveled to a lot of places, but I've never been to like rural areas or like lakes and stuff like that.
Yeah, bro,
that's crazy.
I
gotta
can
try
I
someday.
can show you some cool stuff, man.
Hey.
I'm scared of all that shit. That shit sounds scary though. Like
I
snowboarding.
know like cool Indian writings are, and
Okay.
hikes and caves and all sorts of cool stuff, man. That's why I live for hiking, camping, fishing, like
That's dope.
Do you go hunting?
outdoors.
Do you go hunting, Clay, or no?
So all my dad's brothers and stuff, they're all big hunters, and they keep trying to get me to go hunting. My dad kind of got in a little trouble when he was younger, and he couldn't carry a firearm. So
Okay.
so I've never really been hunting anything big. I mean, I hunted rabbits and stuff as a kid. But, my cousin Bevan's been trying to get me to go out and hunt with him for a while, so I'll probably end up doing it just to do it,
Yeah.
get some meat.
He's like, I just hunt prospects now.
Yeah, I'm just hunting a big fight, bro.
Hey, there
Forget
you
the
go.
prospects, man. I want a big name.
Nice.
All right, let's get our last couple of questions off, Chris. I want to ask you. You mentioned music earlier. What's in your playlist nowadays? What's your go-to?
Flatbush Zombies, Underachievers, Mac Miller. Those are like some rap artists I listen to. I like a little bit of techno,
Okay.
or like EDM type of stuff.
You like a lot of variety, huh? That's what I noticed.
Yeah,
Switch it
man,
up.
I listen to
Cage,
whatever. My dad's a
boxing
big
ring,
80s rocker.
this,
My
that. That's dope.
Yeah, my dad's a big 80s rocker dude, and so is my coach. So, of course, I'm gonna have to jam some of that sometimes. I like pretty music, like, the pretty girl songs and stuff. They get me right in the feels, man.
Yeah. Man, what's a place that you would want to fight? That you haven't fought. Maybe a big stage. What's like the ideal?
New York City, man. Never been there. Never fought there. I'm gonna win that $1 million at the Madison Square Garden. So.
Hey, is that where the final takes place?
Yeah, that's where the finals at. So.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the biggest stage there is, right? So, yeah, that would be cool.
Second only to Eddie Hearns' Garden, right? Have you heard about that? No. So Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing in the UK, he's gonna start staging fights in his backyard. He has a mansion, and so yeah.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Yeah,
His garden.
his garden. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over there in the UK. I believe boxing is back over there as well. I haven't really paid much attention. I know Joe Joyce won, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, yeah, man. What are you gonna be up to the next couple of weeks, Clay? Waiting on some phone calls or what?
So we're opening up a new little gym. My little brother's picking up a ring right now, boxing ring, and we're picking up a cage. We got our mask, so I'm gonna be training, and I'm gonna be setting up the new spot. So
Dope.
playing Apex. I'm playing Apex right now. My little brother just invited me.
Nice.
My other brother. I got a lot of brothers, man.
Okay. What's the message that you like to pass on to your younger brothers or people that look up to you?
Just work hard and, find something you love and you believe in and stick to it, man. Find a dream and stick to it.
Nice.
Just
Nice.
be kind, be nice,
You don't want to
share
die.
love, man.
He don't want to die.
There's so much hate.
He's looking
So
at
much
that.
hate in the world today, man. So
Yeah.
be nice.
Nice. Yeah, I was watching some of your MMA fights, and I was telling you earlier, like right when how usually in the beginning you guys bump heads. You don't
Yeah.
usually don't do that, huh? You're like, I don't want none of that. We're here.
Well, no. I mean, they say touch gloves, so they bring us up. Right? And they're like, "All right, touch gloves. We touch gloves. Why would we do that right before we fight? No, I got 5 minutes to beat you up as soon as that bell rings. I'm not wasting no time. I got 5 minutes.
No, that's true, man. That's true.
Yeah, and I was seeing.
Yeah, and I've been in amateurs. I've done the whole touch gloves thing, and people have hit me. I stuck my hand out and they've hit me too.
Yeah, I
so
wouldn't trust it, man.
yeah, I don't play that, dude. No, I got 5 minutes where we touch gloves at the start of the match, and let's fight. Right? He said, "Let's fight, not let's touch gloves again." We already did that, So
Nice.
Dope.
My final question, cause I seen some of your knees, your elbows, your spinning kicks, all that. Does that ever cross your mind where you're boxing? Like, man, I want to elbow this guy. He paid me dirty.
no, man. But let's just face it. If I could, they'd be done for. You know what I'm saying? I can box with the boxers, but if they tried to fight me for real, bro, I'd break them, bro. I'd break all of them.
Oh man, street fight. Don't get in it with Clay.
Oh, and I'm headbutts, man. They're not legal, but I'm a nasty headbutt, bro. I got a hard head, so.
My last question is, what do you think about the whole McGregor thing, going to boxing and getting stopped by Floyd?
Man, if he wants to box me, I'm down.
There you go,
Hey.
man.
I think he's a genius, bro. He made so much money doing that.
Yeah.
So, if he wants to box me or fight me, either or MMA, I'm down. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey.
All right,
Yeah.
man. Well, thank you once again for joining us, man. It was a great convo. Hopefully, we can get you back on again. Hopefully, you're back in the ring again, man, soon.
Yeah, man, I'd like that. So, be cool.
Yeah, for my part, bro, congratulations on a great 2020. To us, you're the fighter of the year, front runner, and you've already done so much in 4 fights. You've, it's things that you knew that you were capable of that people didn't, give you your proper due, and just keep doing it, keep surprising us, keep showing what you got. And we're excited to see you, next month, 2 months from now, whenever you fight. Like we said, one of our friends, has made a lot of money off of you just beating everybody up. And so, man, we can't wait to just see you back in that ring and keep putting on exciting fights.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing my thing and keep chasing those wins. So,
Hey, dope, man. Let me end this with a big round of applause for you, Cassius Clay. Caller.
yeah.
Thank you for joining us, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be in touch, man. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. You guys have a good day too.
Awesome, buddy. Take it easy.
Peace out.
Hey.
All right, peace.
All right, man. Chris, we're still on air. We're going to give our goodbyes here. Let me end this. All right. And yeah, man, thank you very much for joining us. Before we get out of here, I want to send a big shout out once again to Puro Golpe. Check out their shop at purogolpe.com. You can check them out on Instagram at Puro Golpe. Esto es pelear. That's their slogan. A brand for fighters who hustle, hit, and never quit. Puro Golpe, check them out. We're going to be advertising them in the upcoming months. So, yeah, check them out, man. Show them some love. Chris, you got anything else?
Nah, to me, it's just like a big milestone, getting near that, the 100th episode, it's a long time coming. It's nothing more that we love to do than to talk boxing and to talk about the men and the women that make up this great sport. And so, man, just feel humbled, just reaching like these numbers. Man, I can't wait for another 100 more, bro. Pretty much.
Yes, sir. And stay tuned, man. We're going to have a lot of episodes coming up, a lot of guests. By the time you guys listen to this, we're probably going to have a couple guests by then. But stay tuned, man. We're trying to get other people on the show as well. We like variety, right?
Yeah.
Clay, very, entertaining, in our opinion, very entertaining in the ring and outside the ring, like you guys just saw. And yeah, we're gonna keep trying to bring you guys very good, entertaining guests, man. So stay tuned.
Hey,
Anything else?
that's it, man.
Come on, man. You gotta say goodbye.
Again, thank you to everybody that tunes in, that checks us out. Shout out to Derek. Shout out to everybody that tunes in and leaves comments, suggestions, their thoughts. Again, we love this sport. We love the characters that make up the sport, and so thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. We'll be back soon. Hit him with it. Hit him with
God now. And I don't know who NM is, man. Flat out.
Michael, you already know I said I'm a fun guy.
Hola amigos, soy Juan Francisco Gallo Estrada. Quiero mandar un saludo para mis amigos de Contra las Cuerdas. Échenle muchas ganas. Un abrazo, muchas bendiciones.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. You know what mine is? Let's box, bitches. It's almost fight night.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you for the support. Keep doing your thing. You're doing a great job. So thank you and best wishes.
Against the ropes. Huge shout out to Against the Ropes. Against the Ropes.
Shout out to Against the Ropes. Thank you guys for the interview and hope to see you guys soon.
Against the ropes, always doing the right thing.
Shout out to Against the Ropes, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, taking the time out y'all day.
Against the Ropes, #1.
Freddie Roach.
Thank you very much.